me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
Welcome to Greenlight Maine. I'm your host, Julene Gervais. Thank you so much for joining us. We are thrilled to be here on Maine Public to kick off season number 6. And if you're just joining us for the first time, that's perfect because we're about to take a walk down memory lane with our Best of Greenlight Maine series. This means that you will meet the most successful entrepreneurs around the state that have a proven track record of driving Maine's economy. The way the show works, each week, 2 companies compete and give their pitch to our judges. One moves on, and the goal is to get to the finale and compete for $45,000. Let's get started and talk to our judges. They are very experienced and familiar faces. First, we have Martha Bentley. Martha, you have a new title since we saw you last.
I do indeed. Hi, Julene. Glad to be here. I am the Director of Economic Development Coordination, which means I'm going to connect with everyone around the state's strategic plan.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Holden from Bangor Savings Bank. Hi, David.
Hi, Julene. Thanks for having me. I'm currently a Senior Vice President at Bangor Savings Bank and a commercial banking team lead for a number of lenders in Central Maine.
Nice. And finally, welcome back, Ben Davis. You are joining us from Limestone right now, and you are a busy guy with Opbox.
Thanks, Julian. Appreciate it. Yeah, my name is Ben Davis, and my sister and I have founded a group of companies here in Maine that focuses on manufacturing mobile spaces.
We are so happy to have you all. We're going to talk to you in just a few minutes, but first, it has been a year like no other for all businesses. When COVID-19 hit, Zootility thought they might have to shut down, but not anymore. Let's look how Nate Barr made the ultimate pivot.
Zootility is a design and manufacturing company based in Portland. When we were last on Greenlight Maine, we were a company on the rise. We had gone from a single product, the Pocket Monkey, a successful Kickstarter project, to a lineup of 14 products sold to outdoor stores and gift shops around the country. In the year that followed, we grew our customer base by going to over a dozen trade shows and landed some big accounts like Ace Hardware. Then came the pandemic, a nightmare for every small business owner in the world. In the 3rd week of March, we had virtually all of our store orders canceled. No new orders were coming in, and the trade shows were all canceled. Our revenue decreased 95%, and we had no option but to furlough our entire manufacturing staff. As a young company investing in growth, we had very little cash reserves. This would have been the end of most companies, but not us. We designed Zootility to be agile and lean. We rapidly developed new products, and because we manufacture everything on demand, carried very little inventory. For most global supply chains, a new product can take 6 to 12 months to get to market. At Zootility, we design, prototype, and manufacture our products on the same equipment. We can have a new product ready in 2 to 4 weeks. So the 4th week of March, we started designing a no-touch door opener made from antimicrobial brass. We call it Careful Key. We launched it online and started shipping it to stores by mid-April. Since then, we've sold nearly 70,000. During this time, we also designed and sold face masks. While we don't have sewing machines, we developed a new design that uses laser cutters and has the added benefit of being actually comfortable to wear and not fogging your glasses. Health and safety items are seeing less demand now, so we are returning to the products we were working on when COVID hit. One thing that changed and continues to be different is consumer habits. Subscription boxes have become very popular, and we realized that would be a great fit for us because we're always developing something new. Instead of a box of curated products from many companies, we ship a box every 60 days with just our latest creations. We call it Monkey Box. We started in February and have subscribers in 22 states and 3 countries. Now we want to advertise our service to grow our subscriber base. The money from Greenlight Maine will enable us to buy ads on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, as well as direct mailings. We would appreciate your help in getting Monkey Box in the hands of as many people as possible. As a Maine-based manufacturing company focused on all made in USA innovations, Zootility wants to show the world what's possible when you start small and think differently.
Way to go, Nate. You got the pocket monkey, you got the careful key, and now the monkey box.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure. Let's kick off the questions with Martha.
Hi, Nate. Great job just in terms of your persistence and your creativity with your pivots. I'm just wondering if you are seeing a difference in the type of customer that you're getting for your newer products.
For sure. I mean, for starters, we are seeing a 10x increase in consumer orders as opposed to retailers buying from us, which is phenomenal because we have obviously much better margins when people come directly to us as opposed to when there are people in the middle trying to run their business as well.
And I'm sure you've got customers, given the holidays are coming, so they're looking for different things to buy for their family and friends.
Yeah, we've been working on a new line of products. We've got these nice, handsome brass items and jewelry that we've put into these very snazzy little boxes that we made here ourselves. So we're certainly getting ready for that coming holiday season.
Ooh, sounds good. Next question, David.
Thank you very much. And Nate, again, just a tremendous job to continue to operate during these times. Very impressive and speaks well of you and certainly the people that you surround yourself with at the company. Curious, and you kind of dovetails on what you just showed us there. As these boxes are rolled out, what kind of what I would call either inventory or backlog of designs do you have to be able to keep that fresh and new for your customers that sign up for this product?
Yeah, for sure. We set ourselves a 60-day timeline for shipping these out. And that sounds very, very fast. But in the time that we've done the first 3 boxes here, we've actually managed to make and fulfill all those while at the same time designing 6 more products that are ready to ship at this point if we wanted to choose those to be the next product. So at this point, we're just picking which is which we think is the best product to put in the next box. And we have such a backlog that we're good for at least the next year. And if that pace holds, it'll never really be a problem of like figuring out what to ship, just which one we want to ship.
Ben, go ahead.
Hi, Nate. You did a really great job showing both your experience, and then you did a great job of showing with your pivot to the pull how you've used social media to sell those. Now you did a great job about narrowing down what you want to focus on with this award. What does that mean for either your workforce or your supply chain? Just tangibly, what will that do for you?
Well, let's see. It's kind of a tricky question in terms of specifics there. The impacts. For the team, we always love working on new things. And so that freshness definitely drives the energy around here. People really enjoy putting these boxes together because we're putting a letter into each one. So they feel like they're communicating directly with these end customers that really appreciate the work we're doing. So for morale, it's fantastic. In terms of our existing suppliers, it means that we're driving new products faster here. And once they have been fulfilled in the monkey box, we then ship it out to stores in the months to come. There's often exclusives that we do in the boxes that aren't part of what people get in the store, but it definitely continues to drive the lifeblood of what the stores are next going to get.
Congratulations, Nate. It is so nice to see you building on your success story. We will be right back. And when we come back, you're going to meet a woman who's going to make you mad in a good way. We'll be right back.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, if you want to innovate and if you want to grow, if you're an organization here in Maine, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
Eaton Peabody, a Maine-based law firm serving generations of Maine businesses and families from offices in Augusta, Bangor, Brunswick, Ellsworth, and Portland.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. She's been on QVC. She's been in every magazine from Vogue to 17. Our next pitch is from Gabrielle Melchianda from Mad Gabs.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle, founder of Mad Gabs. 29 years ago, I was looking for a lip balm that wasn't greasy or waxy, something that was made with good ingredients and that actually hydrated your lips. I couldn't find one. What I did find was beeswax from my neighbor, and I went to my mom's kitchen and started making them one by one and selling them out of the trunk of my car to health food stores. I did that for a number of years, and eventually QVC found me, put me on TV, and we ended up finding stores all over the country to sell to, and were featured in international magazines like Vogue and Elle and 17. And it was been a crazy wild ride, and we work with retailers all over the country. It's awesome. Since the last time I was on Greenlight Maine, we have completed our strategic plan. We revised our offering. We landed some large retailers, and we're really proud to announce that we now have relationships with Wegmans, Stop and Shop, Big Y, Market Basket, among others, and things are going really well. Mission accomplished. Couldn't be happier. This year, in the pandemic of 2020, we've all obviously found ourselves in a space of reflection and quiet and really digging deep on who we want to be and who we want to be at Mad Gabs as a company moving forward. And since the beginning, we've been committed to quality products, packaged whimsically, great relationships with our retailers, and doing good in the world. That has never, ever wavered. What has happened along the way that we're really paying attention to in this moment is that naturally doing the things we love, people have shown up, and over again, it's been young women and girls who are interested in business, interested in Mad Gabs. We have this vehicle, this lip balm that is a perfect product for this demographic, right? People show up, and the girls have come as interns, as employees, as volunteers. It runs the gamut. So in 2017, we created a name for it, and we call it the Gab Girls. We started doing free workshops here in Maine and also online after COVID hit. And as we look to the future, we want the future of Mad Gabs to be defined by our relationship with these young women, by creating a business teaching tool for the future female business leaders of tomorrow, by creating experiential opportunities of education for them with a business selling products that they love, will help both of us. It will help Mad Gabs grow, but with a meaningful relationship with these young women who can learn real skills that will help them in their lives, much like all these people taught me business skills all along the way. And this closes the circle and helps us give back in a really meaningful way. So we're looking really forward to being part of Greenlight Maine on this most unusual year and seeing what everybody else brings to the table and sharing our ideas and being part of this community. So thanks for having us.
Gabrielle, you are tried and true. You've been around for almost 30 years. I just can't believe what you're doing with your Gab Girls. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks so much. So happy to be here.
All right, let's kick off the questions with Ben.
Gabrielle, congratulations on your perseverance and your ability to continue to develop your mission. Real simple question. What are you going to do with the money?
I'm so glad you asked. Basically, the way I look at this is we've been dabbling in this Gab Girls project for many, many years. And with the winnings, we can take something from concept to execution and launch by developing a curriculum for the boot camp side, by creating the recruitment tools for the ambassadors, by making sure it's a mutually beneficial setup for the girls and for our goals as a company so that we can achieve both of those things at the same time, and then to be able to market that. So we know how to operate on a shoestring budget. We can make a little go a long way, and we've already got the plan set up and just need to kick it off. So yeah.
Thank you.
A great investment. Okay, David.
Thank you, Gabrielle, for being here today. You just mentioned it a little bit with your answer there. Just curious, do you see the Gab Girls as a selling point for your product, or do you see it more of a social consciousness move by the company to give back, if you will, and spread what obviously from your pitch is something that's very important, not only here in Maine, but certainly across the country?
The simple answer is yes. I see this as, think of it like Newman's Own in terms of quality and their commitment to philanthropy meets an updated version of a Girl Scout meets the empowerment tools of Olympia Snow or Girls on the Run. We plan to put all those tools together so that we can grow as a company. I mean, the lip balm market is a $725 million market, right? 240 million of that is other, or the non-chapsticks, the non-Burts, right? There's a lot of room for growth for us within that space. And so when I look at what we can do while simultaneously developing a curriculum that's experiential, accessible, and educational, it's got to be both, because it can't be, we certainly have done a lot and never really seen it to fruition. This is an opportunity for us to grow that and also to grow the brand beyond where we have. So I think they've got to go just like this.
Nice comparisons there. Okay, Martha.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm a history major, so I always like to ask about things from the past. So tell me a little bit about how Mad Gabs was able to distinguish itself in that large market.
Well, it took us a long time, and we purposely stayed out of that big pool for decades. And really the roots of the company are in natural products and with independent retailers who we still work with and comprise a great portion of our business, but really learning along the way and watching the world become more receptive to organic and natural and telling our story. I think people really want to know where things come from. They want to support small business, women-owned business, made in the USA. And little by little, we've been able to talk about it. And honestly, the more we've been able to tell people about our desire to grow Gab Girls, the more excited the buyers have been to bring the products into the store. So we see more of that into the future.
Awesome. Gabrielle, you're doing check all the boxes, so kudos to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
We need to take a quick break, but when we come back, don't go away because you're going to hear our judges deliberate. We'll be right back.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Eaton Peabody, a Maine-based law firm serving generations of Maine businesses and families from offices in Augusta, Bangor, Brunswick, Ellsworth, and Portland.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. This is the part of the show where we get to hear from our judges. We saw Zootility and then Mad Gabs, two amazing companies. Let's kick off the comments with you, Martha Bentley.
Yeah, really impressed with both of them, how they manage things during the pandemic and how difficult that is. Zootility, amazing pivot to new things, and Mad Gabs and the Gab Girls, pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's difficult for me when you see two such great companies in Maine. It's the thing that we certainly look for in our banking world, is to see companies like this, the ability to pivot, and the excitement and the sheer energy that came through the screen with Gabrielle was really infectious. So it's going to be very difficult between the two companies.
Yeah, I agree, David. We're dealing with two real entrepreneurs, which is really fun to watch. And two very different missions where Nate has an obvious business objective and Gabrielle has a great social mission. So it's a nice pairing.
Yes, Nate had a very specific ask, and you all get to spend time off camera with them. So I know you asked Gabrielle that as well, and she had a good answer too.
Yeah, I thought that Nate really has honed in on exactly what he needs to do next, whereas Gabrielle seems like she's still sort of figuring out how is she going to make Gab Girls really work as a program and for her business.
And that was so kind of you, Martha. You offered her mentorship because, I mean, she's got so many people out there that she could probably connect with, like Olympia Snow, to kind of move it forward and formalize her structure.
And I think figuring out how you do well and do good and make money all at the same time, there are a lot of different business models out there that she could be thinking about.
Well, at the same time, and I certainly hear that in terms of having something that's more streamlined, and I do think that was the case with Zootility, but just such an important mission that Gabrielle has undertaken already when she talked about the possibly over 200 young women coming through the program. To support that kind of initiative and to give it the legs maybe that it needs to continue on now that she's made a real commitment to start to formalize it, I want to make sure that we give that our full attention and certainly our consideration as we go.
And we got time for one last comment, Ben.
Well, yeah, Gabrielle's mission with the young women is obviously so important. Like you said, David, I think one good thing to point out is in the when we got the chance to talk with Nate, he did tell us that scale to Zootility with their subscription model does mean he's adding jobs, which is an all important thing for us all here in Maine.
Absolutely. That's right. So you're scoring them on scalability, feasibility, innovation, overall quality, ability to stay in Maine, which also means creating jobs. So that's a very good point, Ben. Okay, great discussion, three of you. Thank you so much. You definitely have a tough choice ahead. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to find out who today's winner is. Don't go away.
Create content like blog posts, photos, infographics, and videos, and post it on your website and social media to connect with current and prospective customers to show that you are relevant and active. Identify the places where your customers and your community are going online. So if it's Facebook or Twitter, Pinterest or LinkedIn, post the content that is helpful, educational, entertaining, or informative. And don't be afraid to share some personal photos either. People want to know about the person behind your business. So it's okay to reveal some personal details about yourself, like your hobbies, your trips, your favorite movies, books, or music.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We have a new segment called Inspiring Mainers, and I'm so happy to introduce Martha Bentley as our first Inspiring Mainer. Thank you, Martha. And you have done so much for Greenlight Maine and so much for entrepreneurs in our state. If you had a crystal ball, what do you foresee happening with the economy?
Well, I actually think hopefully that the economy will really start to bounce back, and entrepreneurs are so inspiring these days. They're so creative and persistent and resilient that it really has been inspiring. In the beginning of the pandemic, I actually cried on Zoom a lot, and now I feel really hopeful because those entrepreneurs are really continuing to work really hard.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like just watching them on the show, you can just see that they have what it takes to move forward. All right, how about some advice for them?
Actually, what I would love is to get their advice to me. We really are always working on trying to improve the resources and information for them. So getting feedback from some of our customers is always really, really helpful.
Nice. And where would somebody go who is either in business or thinking about starting a business?
There are so many amazing resources, and we've actually launched a new resource on our website, on our Business Answers website called the Maine Resource Compass, and it has over 300 different resources in that compass. You can sort it by the things that you need, and we're beginning to get it embedded in all of the websites of all of our various partners. So it should be a great resource and a great navigation help to our entrepreneurs.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being a judge on the show and for all of your support, not just for Greenlight Maine, but for the entire business community. You do such an amazing job.
Well, thanks very much.
Okay, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to find out who today's winner is, so don't go away.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
Whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, if you want to innovate and if you want to grow, if you're an organization here in Maine, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We're about to find out who today's winner is, but first we would like to thank Nate from Zootility and Gabrielle from Mad Gabs. They both did an amazing job in our Best of Greenlight Maine series, so thank you so much, and thank you to all of you for sticking with us this half hour. All right, judges, it's time to find out who today's winner is. You ready? In 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Nate. You are moving on to the next round.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And that's all the time that we have for today. Thanks for joining us. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can see all of our episodes on greenlightmaine.com. We'll see you next time.
Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.